South Korean dog meat farms closing as attitudes change.
Here's a summary of the article.
Mainly Korean Jindos and Mastiffs, had been bred and raised here for slaughter in the dog meat trade. A Nielsen poll sponsored by She, released last week, found that 84% of South Koreans said they haven't consumed dog meat or won't eat it in the future. Nara Kim, She Korea's dog meat campaign manager, said the changing attitudes and the closing of farms such as the one in Haemi, give her hope that dog meat may be on the way out for good. Still, she estimates that over 2,800 registered dog farms are still in operation in South Korea, along with a large number of unregistered operations. Facilities at South Korea's two largest dog meat trading markets, Moran Market in Sungnam, south of Seoul, and Gupo Market, in Busan, were shut down over the past 2 years. The changing attitudes toward dog meat by South Koreans have coincided with a sharp rise in pet ownership, as the Nielsen survey found that 63% of respondents have or have had a pet in the past. South Korean President Moon Jae-in brought attention to the subject by adopting a mutt named Tori, who was rescued from a dog meat farm, in 2017. Advertisement.
This post received a score of 36,000, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Are millennials killing dog farms? I mean, we killed Applebee's, so naturally we went for the next best thing.
My girlfriend and I would go to Applebee's late on Friday nights. She liked that it was very close to her house. I liked how they didn't know how to properly price a double Glenfiddich. We ordered a bunch of food. Nachos were the appetizer. The nachos came out, and as we dove in, we realized the beans are completely rancid.
I remember Applebee's by having the waiter come back several times saying they didn't have what I ordered. And no artichoke dip should not have a layer of oil on top when it is served.
Till South Korea has dog meat farms. Yeah, it's a thing that's been hanging over from the older generation from the Korean War days. I don't think anyone under the age of 50 partakes in the practice, and it's not a wholly common thing. Korean boomers essentially.
Greater than I don't think anyone under the age of 50 partakes in the practice, and it's not a wholly common thing. Korean boomers essentially. The stats are quite remarkable. Dog meat has been falling out of favor at a blistering pace, especially among younger Koreans. A Nielsen poll sponsored by HSI, released last week, found that 84% of South Koreans said they haven't consumed dog meat or won't eat it in the future. A 2018 poll by Gallup had that figure at 70%. Another 59% of respondents in the new survey said they support banning dog meat, representing a 24% increase over a 2017 poll.
I was a teenager in Korea in the 90s, and even then dog meat was really looked down upon among us teens. I distinctly remember my whole class being disgusted at dog meat, and treating it as something crazy and an insult. Like, "Ew, Park here ate gai goji, dog meat, for dinner. Ew." And Park would be swearing up and down he never ate gaegogi, and trying to beat up whoever said it while the whole class was laughing. This was in Seoul though, and probably city people adapted anti-dog meat attitudes faster.
Isn't it a social class thing? Dog meat is considered a rural and lower class thing to eat. Moo cow meat is what fancy city dwellers eat.
That's a big part of it. Dogs were easier to raise than cows as they required much less space, were cheaper, and bred quicker. As their economy grew and they catapulted past a mostly agrarian society, they started eating more beef.
I remember a documentary of Vice. A Chinese guy eating dog meat said, in India, eating beef is a taboo while in UK, it's perfectly fine. How come this any different? It's all about the perspective. I still have no counter-argument.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.